This is a presentation of the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Any other use of this telecast or any pictures, descriptions, or accounts of the game without the Oklahoma Sports Network's consent is prohibited. It may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be used without express written consent.
Go. Oklahoma Sports Network, this is Tracy Mussett and Jordan Ray. We're at Titan Fieldhouse, Carl Albert High School for the 2025 Titan Classic. Last game of night 2 here at the Titan Classic. Titan Classic brought to you this year by J.R. Rowlett Realty. Let J.R. Rowlett find your perfect home today. Call 405-445-8971. Final game of the night is between the host team, the Carl Albert Titans, and the Sand Springs Sandites. Carl Albert with a record of 12-2 on the season, coached by Jay Price. The Sand Springs Sandites, coached by Eric Savage, have a record of 11-3 on the season. Looking for an exciting game here tonight. We've had some blowouts on the girls' side here in the bracket today, but the boys' games, we've had one exciting overtime game already, and looking for another exciting game here.
Yeah, Tracy, before we go over the starters, just something we'll notice real quick. Sand Springs is a lot taller. Carl Albert has good height across the board. They don't have one particular tall big man. So this will be an interesting contrast here as far as size goes.
The Sand Springs, the starting lineup introduced already for Sand Springs, even though they are the home team on the scoreboard. They're in their white uniforms tonight. Carl Albert has the privilege of being introduced last because they're literally the home team here. Starting lineup for Sand Springs: senior number 1, C.J. Young; junior number 11, Cooper Kelly; a senior number 21, Deke Thompson; a senior number 23, Khalil Allen; and a senior number 25, Blake Johnson. The starting lineup for the Carl Albert Titans: a sophomore, 6-foot sophomore, number 1, Delijah Matthews; a 5'7" senior, number 2, Adrian Randall; a 6'2" senior, Xavier Garcia; a 6'2" junior, Brandon Rogers; and a 6'2" junior, LeBron Royal. Our starting lineup sponsored by Dynamic Health. At Dynamic Health Clinic, Dr. Kaufman specializes in athletic injuries and is able to get athletes back in action very quickly using a system called Advanced Muscle Integration. Play better and recover faster at Dynamic Health Clinic. It was Brandon Rogers jumping for Carl Albert. Sand Springs comes up with the ball, and a turnover immediately for Sand Springs as Blake Johnson down low can't handle the pass from his teammate. It goes out of bounds.
And Blake Johnson got really good post position too, Tracy, so if he could catch it clean, he's probably going to score against Brandon Rogers, so Carl Albert dodged a bullet on that one.
Matthews out top for the Titans. Good movement away from the ball for the Titans now. Randall dribbles to the left side. Thompson pokes it away. Deke Thompson going for the transition. He has the fast break with the steal.
You can see Deke Thompson length and quickness there. You can't just throw the ball that close to him. And that's something Adrian Randall has to be aware of.
Garcia out on the left corner, kind of holding that corner. Garcia was very effective for the Titans early last night. Matthews with Thompson on D. If you're watching the stream and you see the can see the uniforms and make out Sand Springs uniforms. You'll notice they say CPHS on the front. That is for Charles Page High School. That is the name of the high school at Sand Springs Public Schools.
Both high schools named after a real person with both first and last names in that title. But Carl Albert, you can't call Midwest City High School because that name is taken.
And a foul called to be the first foul of the basketball game. That one coming against Sand Springs.
So we played 90 seconds, and Carl Albert hasn't attempted a shot yet, but they've only had 2 possessions. They've been very patient. We'll see if they can find some way to get an easy basket or a makeable shot attempt against a taller Sand Springs team.
Blake Johnson called for the foul, and one for Adrian Randall.
Just a good time to drive for Adrian Randall. Actually, he's one of the few Carl Albert players that has someone he's going up against that he's taller than, that being C.J. Young, or as tall. And Young fell down, and Randall took advantage, and he takes advantage of the Toonie Bice Houses free throws.
Toonie Bice Houses, in any condition, if you or someone you know needs to sell a home for any reason, please call Toonie Bice Houses today for a cash offer, 405-931-3046. Great defensive play by LeBron Royals. He tied up with Khalil Allen down there. The two kind of chest up a little bit after that exchange. And if you know what I mean by chest up, I'm talking about men bumping chests, trying to assert dominance.
Yeah, not much to it, though, but 23 guarding 23. Surprised Khalil Allen, who I think won player of the game yesterday, didn't really protect the ball very well. He exposed it easily for LeBron Royal to force a jump ball.
Matthews trying to drive in, nothing there. Kicks the ball back out to Garcia. Dribble and handing off. Rogers for 3. It's the Bobby Lewis Insurance 3 for Brandon Rogers.
We'll see how much Blake Johnson pays attention to Brandon Rogers out in the perimeter, or if he wants to protect the paint more, and that may open up some three-point shots for Rogers.
Allen working against Royal, goes up with a hook shot and puts that one in for 2.
He does have a bit of a height advantage on LeBron, but I think it's a good matchup because of LeBron's strength, but Allen won that one. Again, just good skill there on the jump hook.
Randall defended by Young, and now it's Garcia pulling up for the 16-foot jumper, shot no good. Rebound by Thompson.
And legal screen called on Blake Johnson.
Blake Johnson just picked up his second personal foul, second team foul on Sand Springs.
And first sub, Tink Smith coming in. You know, C.J. Young starting for Sand Springs. I don't believe he started yesterday, if not mistaken, Tracy, because you called the game. Cruz Smith was a starter.
That is correct.
Not in the lineup here, at least not starting. I think he is available, I do believe.
Now, he started, but he really did not play that many minutes. He sat the bench a lot.
So we'll see if he makes an appearance here.
Randall in the paint, pivots, kicks the ball back out to Garcia. Now Randall for 3. Shot no good. Thompson pulls down his second rebound. And he feeds it to Allen all the way down the court. Allen scores off the glass. 6-6, we're tied up now.
Great outlet pass there. So Sand Springs shows they will push the ball. And this is a good team. They're tied, I believe, with Edmond North in their district, which is saying a lot.
LeBron Royal out top, directing traffic now. He goes right, going against Allen, under the basket. Matthews driving in from the left side, loses a handle on the shot as the ball goes up. Thompson ends up coming out of there with a rebound. That's 3 boards for Thompson already. Thompson may have gotten away with the travel there. Allen with the dunk, and Allen looking a lot more effective than he looked last night against Isaiah Amos.
Deke Thompson, boy, he can really run with that basketball, and he is big. That's a big ball handler to lead a fast break.
Absolutely.
And he made the right pass to Allen.
Now Royal at the free throw line gives the ball to Matthews. Matthews pulls up, shoots from the free throw line. Shot no good. Thompson gets rebound number 4. He's pushing it hard, too. They are running, and an alley-oop to Allen. Someone's going to have to slow down that connection.
I think that's at least 3 transition baskets for Sand Springs. Carl Albert is not responding well when they miss a shot. They probably because they kind of want to pressure, but that pressure is not doing anything to Thompson.
Sand Springs back on top, 10-6. They scored first, and now they're back in the lead position here with a 4-point lead. A foul called on Sand Springs.
I think that's for team fouls, none on Carl Albert. So the Tides have got to find a way, or ideally would find a way to get some trips to the free throw line. No subs yet, even though Carl Albert is giving up a 6-0 run right now.
Tink Smith called for the foul, his first personal, as you said, fourth team foul. Ball goes out of bounds off the hands of, let's see, in the game is Cruz Smith now.
So he does make an appearance.
Rogers to inbound, gives the ball to Garcia, right back to Rogers, covered up by Tink Smith. Rogers takes him to the hole, puts it up from about 6 feet out on the baseline, good for 2.
Tink Smith doesn't look quite as big as some of these other giants for Sand Springs, and so Brandon Rogers was able to go at him, get a good-looking shot on him.
Betchen in the game now for Sand Springs as well. Allen for 3. That shot off the front of the rim. Rogers with the rebound. And Rogers out top for 3. Front of the rim. Rebound ends up in the hands of Matthews, and Matthews is fouled going to the hole.
It wound up in the hands of Matthews, but LeBron Royal he tipped that missed shot. So LeBron being active on the offensive glass. And
the foul called on Micah Betchen, his first personal foul, 5th team foul on Sand Springs with 2 minutes left to play in the first period. Elijah Matthews getting the Toonie Buys Houses free throws. Remind you could contact Toonie Buys Houses at 405-931-3046. If you need to sell a home for any reason, call today, 405-931-3046. Matthews misses the first, hits the second, and it's a 1-point game. 10-9, Sand Springs leading Carl Albert. Cruz Smith gets down the court in a hurry, goes against Rogers. Rogers tips the ball out of bounds. Sand Springs ball on the baseline. Austin Johnson and Jordan Hawkins check into the game for Carl Albert.
Jordan Hawkins had a really good shooting night yesterday, so he can definitely help this team.
Thompson makes a strong move to the basket on the baseline off the inbound pass, gets the bucket and the foul.
Well, he can do a lot with his big body there, and I think Rogers, who got the foul, was vertical, but that was still an impressive make there for Zeke Thompson, and he did draw a foul.
Thompson with 4 points, 4 rebounds, and now the Toonie Buys Houses free throw coming to him.
We'll see Brandon Ketcher, spelled Ketcher, come in for the Sandites.
Thompson connects on the free throw, and the lead is back to 4, 13-9. Sand Springs leading Carl Albert. Royal and Matthews over on the left side. Matthews comes across the top of the key. LeBron Royal from the elbow, falling away. Good for 2.
I like that he used the backboard on that shot. Tough angle there. I don't know if it was on purpose, but I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt that it was on purpose, that he tried to bank it in and was successful.
It was a pretty shot. In the game is Brendan Cow. You mentioned Brendan Ketcher being in the game already. I just didn't catch the number. Royal tosses Tink Smith to the side.
Good save by Royal. It should be Tide basketball. Yeah,
there's a battle down there for the rebound.
Yeah. For Carl Albert, it's going to be really important how they defend Deke Thompson. You can tell right away he's a big talent. How it is when he has the ball on the perimeter, but also when he gets the ball in transition.
Matthews goes left around Ketcher, misses the shot, and it's Thompson, of course, with the rebound. He has 5 boards in the first period. Betchen kicks the ball out to Thompson. Thompson for 3. Rims in and out. LeBron Royal with a rebound. He has 2 boards. 42 seconds left to play in this Buffalo Wild Wings first period. Buffalo Wild Wings at 5500 Tinker Diagonal, Del City. Buffalo Wild Wings offers buy one, get one wing deals every Tuesday and Thursday. We're down to the 25-second mark in the first period now. Carl Albert waiting for the last shot, trailing by 2, 13-11. Rogers defended by Betchen. 15 seconds on the clock now. Rogers is going, pulls up,
nice.
Finds Johnson under the basket for 2. It's a nice dish.
Looking.
Go ahead.
Or I was just saying, Rogers is always looking there.
Thompson, a long three. It's long and off the rebound, tipped out of bounds by Hawkins. It's tied up 13-13 after one period of play here at the Titan Classic on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
College is more than just going to class. College is a journey. It's meeting new people and making new friendships that will last a lifetime. It's learning from professors who care about you and your success. And finding out it can be really fun and rewarding. It's discovering that thing you want to do for the rest of your life. Cameron University is all about helping you grow and succeed. Because your success is our success.
Oklahoma Sports Network, Tracy Mussett, Jordan Ray, Carl Albert High School, the Titan Classic, brought to you by J.R. Rowlett Realty. Let J.R. Rowlett find your perfect home today. They're client-focused, results-driven. Call J.R. Rowlett for all your real estate needs, 405-445-8971. We're starting the second period here, all knotted up, 13-13. Carl Albert with 5 players scoring that 13 points. For Sand Springs, it's only Deke Thompson and Khalil Allen scoring. And there's Allen for 3, and he drains it from the top of the key. He has 11 already.
Haven't seen him do much this game, but I know he's a very talented player. And, yeah, he shows he can go inside and out.
And he hits the Bobby Lewis Insurance 3. Hawkins out on the left wing, looks inside Royal, kicks it out. Rogers swings it. Johnson for 3. Front of the rim, Thompson gets rebound number 6, loses it, and Royal gets it. Rogers scores on the transition.
They give LeBron Royal like 2 assists on that play, and they'll only get 1. And then what oh man, late foul call, but LeBron Royal made a great contest there. I believe that was Allen with the dunk there. Khalil Allen, Deke Thompson look very similar, have similar build, similar athleticism.
Royal called for his first personal first-team foul on Carl Albert, and Khalil Allen has the Toonie Buys Houses free throws. He misses the first.
It's real important for Carl Albert that they get back on makes. Again, when Allen or Thompson are involved, they're really pushing it.
Allen hits the second of the Toonie Buys Houses free throws. Darian Thomas checks into the game for Carl Albert. Johnson brings the ball up the court, goes left, points, directing traffic. Thomas at the free throw line. Rogers for 3, in and out. And I think that ball came off of LeBron Royal's foot as he jumped up in the air and leg kind of kicked forward, kicking the ball.
It did come off his foot, but he's been really good for Carl Albert, and I hope he doesn't wear it down. He hasn't come out yet. I wouldn't want to take him out because he's a good physical presence against some real good athletes for Sand Springs. And he's been very energetic this game as LeBron Royal.
17-15 the score with Sand Springs leading Carl Albert. 6:41 left to play in the Buffalo Wild Wings second period. And now it's a 5-point lead as Cooper Kelly connects on the Bobby Lewis Insurance 3. 20-15 the score.
Good for Sand Springs that someone other than Smith.
LeBron Royal, baseline drive, loses a handle on the ball. Now Johnson in the corner to Hawkins. Boom! It's a Bobby Lewis Insurance 3 for Jordan Hawkins.
Different night, different jersey for Jordan Hawkins. Same result. Very important for Carl Albert. They have to hit some threes in this game against Sand Springs. You see why right there.
Deke Thompson takes his defender all the way to the hole and lays that one up. Thompson now with 7 points.
Didn't need much space.
Back to a 5-point lead, 22-18 is the score. And the 3 attempt by Darian Thomas, shot no good, battle for the rebound, out of bounds, and it is I haven't seen a signal. I thought he said white ball, but I haven't seen a signal.
No, they're not making it clear, but you see Johnson inbounded, so yes.
5:39 to play now. C.J. Young bringing the ball up the court for the Sandites. 4-point game, 22-18 is the score. Kelly out on the right wing. Johnson back in the game with his 2 fouls. Picked up very early. Hawkins defending Kelly. Rogers all over Tink Smith. So Johnson-Johnson matchup here. Blake Johnson versus Austin Johnson. And Khalil Allen gets a putback.
That's the problem when you give up dribble penetration, even if the lane's somewhat clogged, is you will draw a bunch of defenders on the shot, and then there'll be someone on the backside who's not boxed out.
14 points for Khalil Allen already. Thomas for 3. Back iron into the support structure of the backboard, and that'll be a team rebound for Sand Springs.
Crucial juncture right now. Sand Springs with their biggest lead of the game. Titans need to avoid the Sandites going on a big run here. They're on a little run at the moment.
Young double teamed and a timeout called. Head coach for Sand Springs, Eric Savage.
So you'll use a 30-second timeout to save a possession.
24-18 the score, 4.5 minutes left to play in the Buffalo Wild Wings first half. Buffalo Wild Wings at 5500 Tinker Diagonal, Del City. Buffalo Wild Wings offers buy one, get one wing deals every Tuesday and Thursday. I'm going for the buy one, get one.
Yeah, I normally like to go to Buffalo Wild Wings on a Wednesday, but I may have to change my mind on that. So, anyway, again, Carl Albert, they didn't call that timeout, but I think they need to discuss here how are they going to get some – they've had some good looks from three-point range, so it's not that you don't shoot those, but can they run something to give them an easy 2? Because now that Sand Springs is on a run, something that would be like a backdoor cut, maybe – trick one of the Sand Springs defenders or lull them to sleep and get an easy layup.
And not many fouls called on Carl Albert. I only have 2 written down. That may be short, but I only have 2 fouls written down so far, and Carl Albert's going to have to get more aggressive defensively to stop Khalil Allen and Deke Thompson.
Well, now they're trapping Allen.
Sand Springs with the ball coming out of the timeout. 4.5 minutes to play in the first half. Rogers out high on C.J. Young. Young all the way into the paint. Kelly for 3. Boom! It's another Bobby Lewis Insurance 3, and Cooper Kelly has 2 of them. Bobby Lewis Insurance, surprisingly great rates. 2 locations to serve you. Choctaw at 405-281-6700 and Del City at 405-670-3665.
What a shot there by Thomas, Darian Thomas. Not easy, but very needed for Carl Albert to stop the bleeding.
Carl Albert was down by 9, now 7. Carl Albert's offense is not ineffective, but the defense right now, Sand Springs offense is very effective. Allen with another Bobby Lewis Insurance 3. The man has 17 points in the first half. Thomas drives in, carefully doesn't draw a charge. The foul's going to go on number 10, Tink Smith.
And this is with Deke Thompson on the bench, and now he'll come back.
It's back to a 10-point game, 30-20. Sand Springs leading Carl Albert. Hawkins inbounds to Rogers, tipped away by Kelly. Cruz Smith to Deke Thompson. Khalil Allen for 3. That one off the front of the rim. Austin Johnson with the rebound. Rogers passes off. And now Rogers set up the offense for Carl Albert. Thomas in the corner, backs down his defender, gives it to Hawkins. Hawkins for 3. Boom! It's a Bobby Lewis Insurance 3 for Jordan Hawkins. He has 2 of those, and the lead's back to 7, 30-23.
He's really emerged as a very good and reliable three-point shooter for Carl Albert, keeping them in this game.
Kelly for three. Boom! It's the third. Bobby Lewis Insurance three for Cooper Kelly.
Well, Sand Springs is hot right now.
Man, and he was not left wide open. There was a defender out there.
He's going to have to be a little bit more attached to him, whoever's guarding him.
Lead back to 10, 33-23. Jordan Hawkins not paying attention, and the ball comes loose. Cruz Smith with it. He gives it to Deke Thompson. He's going to slam that one home. Thompson now with 9 points in the ball game and a timeout.
First timeout for Carl Albert. It's only a 30.
It's a 12-point lead now for Sand Springs. Carl Albert defensively has to find an answer, and getting back on defense might be their biggest problem right now.
Well, yeah, you won't be able to get back on defense if you throw the ball away on the perimeter. So it really starts on offense, not turn the ball over. But, yeah, they need to have a plan when the shot's missed or they turn it over to hustle back. And then what are you going to do about the three-point shooting? You just have to find a way to stay attached to some of these guys like Khalil Allen and revelation for Sand Springs, Cooper Kelly, just going off from three-point range. So giving them Sand Springs a third dynamic option right now.
Yeah, Cooper Kelly did not seem that effective shooting last night. I really don't even remember him taking that many shots. And maybe I give more credit to the defense they were playing against last night. Carl Albert with the basketball, trailing by 12, 35-23. Hawkins still in the backcourt, and there's a 10-second call.
Sand Springs had not been pressing, and that took Carl Albert off guard, I think.
Yeah, Hawkins went to the corner, got in trouble, passed back to Rogers, and as soon as Rogers caught it, the 10-second call was confirmed. Cruz Smith looking inside. Deke Thompson, the left elbow, going against Rogers, backs him down. Allen for the long two. That one's in and out. Thomas with the rebound for Carl Albert. Thomas goes all the way down the court, gives it to LeBron Royal. Royal goes up, and a foul is called.
The shot was blocked clean, but I think someone else, that's Betcham, I think, who we called for the foul, even though I think Smith was able to get a clean block there.
You'll hear the fans groan and call. They thought it was a clean block, but you pointed out it wasn't Kelly on the block. It was Betchin with the foul. Royal with the Toonie Buys Houses free throws misses the first.
Yeah, just bricked it bad there. Carl Albert needs every point they can scrap for right now.
Take your breaths, young man. Take your breaths. LeBron Royal hits the second of the two Toonie Buys Houses free throws. A minute and a half left to play in the first half. The lead's 11 for Sand Springs, 35-24. Betchin brings the ball down the court. Kelly on the left wing. Cruz Smith inside to Allen. Allen backing down Royal. Royal gets a hand on the ball. Jump ball is called. Possession error in favor of Carl Albert.
It's what you got to do when you're guarding a taller player in the post. If he dribbles the ball, as soon as he brings it up, he has to bring the ball up to shoot. Try to get your hand on it. LeBron Royal did that, forced a jump ball. So Carl Albert's got a couple stops in a row here.
Austin Johnson for three. Boom! It's a Bobby Lewis Insurance three for Austin Johnson. If he gets hot, he could get Carl Albert back in this game.
This has to be one of the most prolific three-point shooting halves we've had these last 2 days. Probably is.
Deke Thompson, Betchin driving. Thought he was going to drive anyway. He had an open lane through the paint, but it looks like Sand Springs is going to use up this last minute if they can.
They're daring Carl Albert to push them out, to push out their defense, try to give them a driving lane.
Betchin, Cruz, and Thompson just playing catch out top. Down to 30 seconds. Thompson's going to the hole, lays it off the glass, shot no good. Royal with the rebound. Brandon Rogers, he's going to the hole now. And shot is blocked out of bounds. Rogers pleading his case for a foul.
It's not easy to shoot that ball over Deke Thompson.
He got by
Smith. One of them may have had the block. They're both in the game.
Yeah, he got by the defenders, but they blocked it from behind as he was going up for the layup.
That's when you may want to shoot it a little sooner and just try to high arc it off the backboard.
Hawkins to inbound, gives the ball to Johnson. Deke Thompson with the steal on the pass, and he's going to slam another one home.
Yeah, the refs screened Rogers from getting back there, but it's the pass they got to avoid these bad passes as Carl Albert is not used to that length from Sand Springs on the perimeter.
Austin Johnson for three, shot no good. And at halftime, it's a 10-point deficit for the host, Carl Albert Titans, as the Sand Springs Sandites are on top, 37-27 at the Titan Classic here on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Maybe that's what Coach Price sees upset with the officials. That might be why they picked Rogers on that last dunk. Maybe other reasons.
Whataburger, please
Robert's
print
got some work
back
to
the
do.
Monterey melt. Print back. Okay, yeah. Message received. We're printing it back. Grilled peppers and onions, 2 slices of melty cheese, and jalapeno ranch on 2 fresh beef patties. Print it on. The Whataburger Monterey melt is back. We brunched it all right. What a burger.
Have you ever seen an insurance commercial and ask yourself, are they really telling me the truth? Well, guess what? They're not.
Somebody runs a red light, and you think all of a sudden their insurance company's going to be all neighborly about it? Insurance companies aren't in the business of saving you money. They're in the business of keeping your money.
So remember, save our number in your phone so when tragedy strikes.
Call Rob and Will.
How can you describe Whataburger's honey barbecue chicken strip sandwich? The chicken just has a certain... And then there's the sauce that just gives you a little bit of... And the cheese, it's the exact right amount of... It's almost too hard to put it into... Yeah, that's the word I'm looking for. The honey barbecue chicken strip sandwich at Whataburger. Just like you like it.
If you've lived in Oklahoma long enough, you'll know that we get extreme weather. With that extreme weather comes hail damage to your roof and an insurance claim. When that happens, there's not a better company to deal with on your insurance claim than Cantrell Roofing and Construction. Since 1987, Cantrell Roofing and Construction has proven to be the best in the business. And always remember, got hail? Call Cantrell. Call them at 405-642-8558.
The Honey Butter Chicken Biscuit at Whataburger, available from 11 p.m. to 11 a.m. Only it's not that time right now, so it's not available. Instead, we must sit here until 11 p.m. watching footage of the flaky, crispy, buttery goodness that is the Honey Butter Chicken Biscuit. Once again, our desires are denied by, ooh, look, the Honey Barbecue Chicken Strip Sandwich. That'll hold us over till 11 p.m. What a burger.
Experience the best wash in town at Tommy's Express. You'll love our open and bright tunnels, easy loading flat belt conveyor, unlimited membership, and free vacuums and mat washers. Experience the difference and visit Tommy's Express today.
Here we go.
Oklahoma Sports Network, Tracy Mussett, Jordan Ray. Titan Classic, the 2025 Titan Classic, brought to you by J.R. Rowlett Realty. Once a Titan, always a Titan. And use this Titan, J.R. Rowlett, for all your real estate needs. Call 405-445-8971. J.R. Rowlett Realty, our banner sponsor this year. Appreciate J.R. Rowlett Realty.
Real quick, Tracy, we have a moment, and also Dedrick, want to show tomorrow's schedule. 7 games. Carl Albert will take on the team that beat Sand Springs, so they got it tough still. Taking on Norman in Game 6. Sand Springs will take on Norman North in Game 4. That's a pretty good one to tune into. So, other good matchups. Del City boys playing twice. Del City girls taking on Collinsville and more. And we appreciate everyone for tuning in here.
Yeah, kudos to Coach Lenny Hatchett for having the confidence in his team to go ahead and schedule 2 games in one day.
Yeah, I think part of that was, and I'll have to ask him about it at some point, but Del City boys, they only played 2 games 2 weeks ago in the Bishop McGinnis tournament, so I think he's looking to get some more action for his team, especially against some 6A teams in Edmond North. Again,
Khalil Allen, once again, LeBron James ties him up with a block shot.
It's LeBron Royal.
LeBron Royal.
But you got the number right and the first name. LeBron Royal has played pretty well for Carl Albert. It's not really his fault that other aspects of the game are not going well for the Titans.
The score at halftime, and as we're getting this third period of play, is 37-27, Sand Springs over Carl Albert. But the Bobby Lewis ensures 3 by Adrian Randall will close that gap, and it's back to a 7-point game. We had 9 combined threes between the 2 teams in the first half, 5 by Sand Springs, 4 by Carl Albert. Missed shot by C.J. Young. Brendan Rogers comes out with a rebound.
Good idea by Rogers, but he's got to make sure he shoots that with enough oomph.
Ball goes out of bounds. Team rebound for Sand Springs.
So Rogers didn't go all the way in because of the threat of several tall guys for Sand Springs blocking the shot.
Deke Thompson running point now for Sand Springs. Screen set by Blake Johnson. LeBron Royal once again taking the ball away, and we have a jump ball call on that one?
Yes. So if Allen's going to get good position on Royal, he needs to be asking for a high pass and one that is at a good angle where it's away from LeBron. But if it's anywhere near LeBron, he's going to try to force a jump ball, and obviously he's got quick hands, being a great defensive lineman in football. Moves well, too, as you can see.
Jumps into the passing lane and steals that pass.
He's playing with a lot of energy right now. And again, I don't think he came out in the first half.
And now it's Matthews getting his first field goal of the game. He has 3 points. And the lead is 5, 37-32. Leading scorers in the first half was Khalil Allen with 17. Deke Thompson had 11, and Cooper Kelly had 9. Only 3 players that have scored for Sand Springs. Now a travel on Cooper Kelly. For the Carl Albert boys, it was 7 points for Brandon Rogers, 6 for Jordan Hawkins, 3 for LeBron Royal, 5 for Austin Johnson, and more players scoring. We got a full timeout on the court. We're going to take a timeout as well here on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Have you ever seen an insurance commercial and ask yourself, are they really telling me the truth? Well, guess what? They're not.
Somebody runs a red light and you think all of a sudden their insurance company's going to be all neighborly about it? Insurance companies aren't in the business of saving you money. They're in the business of keeping your money.
So remember, save our number in your phone so when tragedy strikes,
Call Rob and Will.
Oklahoma Sports Network, Tracy Mussett and Jordan Ray. Our third period brought to you by CK12 Designs. CK12 Designs wants you to know 1 Corinthians 13:8 says, love never fails. CK12 Designs are designers and builders of everything custom for your home, from custom cabinets to dining room tables. They do it all. Modern, industrial, and Farmhouse Designs. Come visit their manufacturing facility at 8209 Northeast 23rd Street or their downtown store at 820 North Broadway in Oklahoma City. CK12 Designs wants you to know Jesus loves you. Coming out of the timeout is Carl Albert basketball. Brandon Rogers has the ball out top. It's a 5-point game now with Sand Springs leading 37-32. And a pass from Rogers to Royal picked off by Allen. Blake Johnson headed down the court, fouled on the floor. Foul.
The adjustment for Carl Albert, there is that they need to make is making a pass around Allen or Thompson. They've had 2 or 3 steals, and those lead to transition opportunities. You got to know where they're at on defense, not just offense.
And now pass inside to Allen, kicks it right back out. Cruz Smith for 3. Battle for the rebound, picked up by Deke Thompson for 3. Boom, it's a Bobby Lewis Insurance 3. That's his first 3 of the game, and he has 14 points.
And that came on an offensive rebound.
And the lead's back to 8, 40-32. Austin Randall trying to find a place, looking for the open spot on the court. The open spot is rare to find right now for the Titans. Garcia has not scored in this ball game. Now Matthews looking to drive, has to pull up. Randall going the baseline across the court, and a foul called on Sand Springs. Tink Smith checks back into the game. That foul goes on C.J. Young, his second personal. 1 team foul on each team. Matthews will inbound on the baseline for Carl Albert. Thompson.
Jump ball. Stay with Carl Albert. Again.
Thompson tips it away, and LeBron James just grabs a hold of it as Thompson's trying to dribble out with a steal. Did I say James again? Man.
You called the LeBron James game before? It sounds like you did.
He's the only other LeBron I know. And I don't know him. I just know of him.
Know of, yeah.
Missed shot and a rebound for Sand Springs. Thompson goes to the hole. And a jump ball again as LeBron Royal ties it up off a rebound. My fear here is the Sand Springs players are going to cry enough about these being called jump balls, which I think are rightly called, that eventually fouls are going to start getting called.
It's the job of their coach to do some of that.
Young inbounds the ball over the top to Thompson. He drives in.
Looks like a foul on the floor. Only the second foul on Carl Albert.
First personal foul on Garcia. Young to inbound on the baseline again. Allen with the inbound play, and a quick foul called on Matthews. Oh, nope. That one's on Royal.
His second, not really a problem right now, but again, he needs to stay in this game, so be careful about a third.
Thompson in the corner. In and out. Royal with the rebound. Long pass down the court. Garcia has it. Pulls up. Elbow. Shot's no good. Allen with the rebound. Still an 8-point lead for Sand Springs. Young running point. Goes right. Screen set by Allen. Allen rolls. Young goes to the hole. Uncontested. Misses the layup. Rogers feeds it to Randall down the court. Rogers for 3.
Oh, he got fouled. We've seen this many times in this classic. Not every game now, but we saw it earlier today. And I think the second boys game, foul in the act of shooting a 3. One of the cardinal sins of basketball, as it's called.
I have probably, again, just my perception, seen at least 8 fouls on three-point shots this season at different locations. Rogers misses the first of the Toonie Buys Houses free throws. We'll remind you that Toonie Buys Houses in any condition. If you or someone you know needs to sell a home for any reason, please call Toonie Buys Houses today for a cash offer. 405-931-3046.
Haven't heard much from Cooper Kelly this half. He's coming back in right now. So, again, just need awareness right there to be aware he's back in for Carl Albert.
Well, Rogers missed the first free throw, hit the second, his third free throw coming. And that one comes out, tipped out of bounds. Will stay with Carl Albert.
LeBron Royal again. And, you know, Rogers, is uncharacteristic to see him miss 2 free throws like that.
Rogers will inbound the ball on the baseline. Gives it to Garcia. Now Rogers comes out top, takes the pass. Trying to go against Tink Smith. Royal to set a screen. He rolls. Rogers, long 2, shot no good. Cruz Smith with the rebound. Royal takes it away. Royal put up the shot, gets his own rebound, and is fouled. There's a battle now taking place between Royal and Allen.
Well, Allen and Thompson, they're probably the more talented players, but no one's playing harder than Royal, and he can play with anyone physically.
Foul was on Cruz Smith, his first personal third-team foul. LeBron Royal with the Toonie Buys Houses free throws. He misses the first.
And now Carl Albert's got a free throw problem, which you just hate having it at any point in the game, but definitely when you're down by 7.
They were 3 for 5 in the first half. Here in the second half, they are 1 for 5. 3:17 to play in the third period. Sand Springs with the ball in the front court. Young, corner, Cruz Smith for 3. In and out. Rebound, Jacob Webster's in the game now for Carl Albert.
Jackson Webster. And
Jackson Webster, thank you.
He just didn't know what to do with the rebound. He got kind of lucky there. When he gets the rebound against a swarming team like Sand Springs, he needs to realize that he's got to protect the ball. So he's going to come out right there. You know, he does have a good basketball pedigree. His great uncle was Jeff Webster, who was a McDonald's All-American here back in 1989 and played in the McDonald's All-American game with Shaq. And again, that's his great uncle.
That sounds like so long ago.
It kind of does, but it shouldn't. It shouldn't, but it does, and it probably is.
Matthew driving in, puts up a kind of an ugly left-handed shot from the side.
Yeah, he is a lefty. He just needs to get to an angle where he can use the backboard.
And the foul's called on Matthews on the rebound. That's his second personal. 4th team foul now on Carl Albert. Full court man pressure by Carl Albert. Thomas defending Betchen. Betchen bringing the ball up the court. Crosses the timeline. Kelly versus Matthews. Thompson's so deliberate as he moves, looking for that lane. Matthews tips the ball away. It's picked up by Betchen, though, and Sand Springs maintains possession. Thompson goes to the hole, shoots too hard, and a foul called on Carl Albert.
Well, they're playing good defense, but, you know, when you make a good attempt at a steal, you don't get it. Oftentimes that will create a driving lane for the other team. By the way, this is the 3rd foul on Royal.
Deke Thompson with the Toonie Buys Houses free throws. He misses the first. Carl Albert needs Sand Springs to have a free throw problem too.
Yes, they do. They're going to bring Jordan Hawkins back in. And now LeBron Royal will get a rest. He probably needs a rest anyway.
Thompson misses both free throws. You know, for all of the problems that Carl Albert's having, Sand Springs has scored only 3 points in this third period. We're 6 minutes in.
Yeah, they cooled off, no doubt.
Rogers fouled by Betchen. That's his 3rd personal foul.
Sand Springs had a foul to give. But now they don't. So can Carl Albert get any free throw attempts here?
Hawkins for 3 from the corner, in and out. Thompson with the rebound.
Trying to get the ball out of his hands, and he somehow kept it.
Blake Johnson struggles to get the ball. Finally gets a shot off. Misses it. Then a block by Rogers. And the ball goes out of bounds. It'll be Sand Springs basketball.
Yeah, they may have gotten away with the travel, but they've also missed a couple of gimmies this quarter. So we're still at a 7-point game. Both teams kind of stuck right now on offense.
Yeah, it feels like no one has scored in about 5 minutes of clock time. Blake Johnson, Khalil Allen with the ball at the right elbow. Kelly for three. Boom! And Bobby Lewis Insurance three. He has 4 threes in the ball game. Bobby Lewis Insurance with surprisingly great rates. 2 locations, Choctaw and Del City. Call them in Del City at 405-670-3665. Austin Johnson for three. Cannot return the favor.
Oh, we're going to call an over-the-back foul on
Thomas.
You knew it was a matter of time before Cooper Kelly made another 3 there. And this is going to be free throws because it's a loose ball foul. Tough sequence there.
C.J. Young, he's the first one down the court ready to shoot his free throws. He has the Toonie Buys Houses free throws coming. Young has no points in the ball game. He's seeking his first here at the line.
That didn't start yesterday, starting today.
Free throws off the front of the rim, no good. Remember, Toonie Buys Houses in any condition. Call today for a cash offer, 405-931-3046. Young gets his first point of the ball game, and the lead's back to 11. Rogers takes the inbound pass. Hawkins still in the backcourt. Rogers now in the front court with the ball. Long pass. Matthews takes it. Gives it to Thomas under the basket. Thomas shot blocked from behind. Rebound, Cruz Smith.
Thomas waited too long probably to shoot that. You got too many tall players for Sand Springs to be deliberate when you get the ball in the paint like that.
Sometimes it's so surprising you find yourself in the middle of the paint and no defenders in front of you, and you have to think about it. 3 by Tink Smith, shot no good. Rebound by Austin Johnson. Hawkins for 3, back iron. Khalil Allen with the rebound.
He's cooled off.
Young going to the hole. Rogers with the rebound. Ball goes out of bounds.
With a block. You got a block.
With a block, excuse me.
Good block. Able to do that without fouling. It's Thompson coming back in. So Carl Albert's been able, or Sand Springs has been able to keep their lead even with Thompson on the bench at times.
Sand Springs swings the ball all the way around the perimeter now. .21 seconds on the clock here in the third. The CK12 Designs third period. Deke Thompson covered up by Thomas. But down to the 10-second mark now. Cruz Smith defended by Rogers. He loses the dribble. Rogers picks it up. Rogers is going to the hole around 2 defenders, and a foul's called.
Big break there. He dribbled off the foot of Brandon Rogers. It's not a kickball when it's obviously inadvertent like that.
Brandon Rogers a chance to redeem himself at the free throw line if the foul was called on Cruz Smith, his second personal foul. Toonie Buys Houses free throws, and Rogers off the back iron misses the first.
Brandon Rogers should not be doing that.
He's a 1 for 4 at the line now.
Maybe he's pressing a bit. When you're trailing, that's when you got to be more automatic.
It's the second.
No shot. He won't shoot it. It's an NBA habit I wish high school players did not do. There's no reason for Thompson not to throw up a half-court shot.
44-34 the score. The Sand Springs Sandites leading the Carl Albert Titans as we begin the fourth period of play here on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Experience the best wash in town at Tommy's Express. You'll love our open and bright tunnels, easy loading flat belt conveyor, unlimited membership, and free vacuums and mat washers. Experience the difference and visit Tommy's Express today.
Oklahoma Sports Network, Tracy Mussett, Jordan Ray. It's the Carl Albert Titans trailing the Sand Springs Sandites. The score is 44-34 as we begin the fourth period, brought to you by CK12 Designs. Tournament this week brought to you by J.R. Rowlett Realty. Let J.R. Rowlett find your perfect home today. Call 405-445-8971. Carl Albert trying to climb back into this one. Sand Springs keeps just pulling back to that comfortable 10-point lead. Thomas for three from the corner. It's short. Rogers tips it out. Hawkins. Matthews at the top of the key. Carl Albert taking the time. Rogers give a head fake. He goes in, puts the shot up, draws the foul. He's going back to the line to shoot the Toonie Buys Houses free throws, but Rogers has struggled at the line tonight. The foul's on Cooper Kelly, his first personal foul.
Yeah, Rogers has struggled. So he knows about it. No one knows about it more than him.
Oh, absolutely.
Can he clear out those distractions and nail a couple? He gets the first.
Good start. Toonie Buys Houses in any condition. If you're someone you know needs to sell a home for any reason, call Toonie Buys Houses today for a cash offer, 405-931-3046. Rogers hits both free throws. Now he's 4 for 7. That's looking a little better. Little full court man by Carl Albert. 7.5 minutes to play in the ball game. It's an 8-point game. Betchin.
They're hanging in there, and they'll see how long they go before LeBron Royal comes back in.
Hawkins tips the ball a couple of times. Betchin hangs on to it. Quick hands by Hawkins. Waiting for something to just open up. Clearly open inside. Austin Johnson called for the foul as he just gets into the body a little too much of Khalil Allen. That's Johnson's first personal.
Early in the quarter, so it's not like you're sending to the free throw line, but just be careful about those fouls adding up.
Blake Johnson takes the inbound pass. Pass down low, intended for Allen, comes loose. Deke Thompson picks it up and gets the bucket. He has 5 in the second half, 16 total in the game.
Yeah, Thomas made a good defensive play. It just bounced into the hands of another Sand Springs player.
Thomas on the right wing, trying to take Blake Johnson to the hole. Blake has a lot of height on Thomas. Rogers gets in front of Deke Thompson,
nice
and
pass.
Khalil Allen's going to slam that one home with 2 hands.
Again, Carl Albert wants to try to pressure the ball handler after a defensive rebound like that, but Sand Springs is just too good to do that, really.
The lead's back to 12, 48-36, and Coach Price wants a timeout. 48-36, the Sandites lead the Titans. 6 minutes and 5 seconds to play in the ball game here on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
If you've lived in Oklahoma long enough, you'll know that we get extreme weather. With that extreme weather comes hail damage to your roof and an insurance claim. When that happens, there's not a better company to deal with on your insurance claim than Cantrell Roofing and Construction. Since 1987, Cantrell Roofing and Construction has proven to be the best in the business, and always remember, got hail? Call Cantrell. Call them at 405-642-8558.
Oklahoma Sports Network, Tracy Mussett, Jordan Ray, the Titan Classic at Carl Albert High School, brought to you by J.R. Rowlett Realty. Client focused, results driven. Call J.R. Rowlett for all your real estate needs. 405-445-8971. Carl Albert with the basketball, trailing by 12. And now Sand Springs with the ball. Kelly pushing it the other way, pulls up. Thompson driving the baseline. Gets in the air and throws that one out of bounds. He got up and didn't have anywhere to go with the ball.
Yeah, that's definitely out of control. On the other end, though, Carl Albert just goes right in the defense, right in the teeth of the defense, excuse me. And Blake Johnson, you couldn't ask for an easier block shot there.
Well, Matthews trying to back down Thompson. It ain't happening. Rogers. Johnson driving against Allen, puts the shot up over him and gets it to fall.
Allen's not the easiest guy to shoot over, but Johnson just made a good shot. Still time for Carl Albert, but they got to find a way to force turnovers here, or at least force bad shots for Sand Springs.
Betchen driving in, kicks the ball back out. Kelly for three, shot no good. Thompson with the board, misses the shot, and Matthews gets a rebound and throwing the ball over to Rogers. He throws it at his feet, and it goes right between his hands. Out of bounds. Turnover, Carl Albert.
They dodged a bullet when we saw a missed three by Kelly because he's been making those, and that was a good look. And then they got another missed shot. Got the defensive rebound, and, Elijah Matthews just, you got to know when a bounce pass, when it's going to go up and when it's going to stay down.
Allen takes the inbound pass, throws it right back to Betchen. A little hard right in his face. Thompson for three, shot no good. Hawkins with the rebound.
Good box out by Hawkins.
Now Johnson and Rogers. Rogers goes left, passes off to Hawkins. Shot is short. Johnson and Royal battling for the rebound, and Royal successful. Royal has done a great job in there against the bigs after the first couple of minutes.
He's got 3 fouls, so he took a break and rested longer than I thought he would, but he's definitely rested now. And he's just a terror. He refuses to get boxed out, and if you get the rebound, he refuses to just let you keep it.
4.5 minutes to play in this one, a 10-point lead for Sand Springs. Rogers driving against Kelly, pulls up from the right elbow. Shot is short, and Royal probably should have been called for a foul on that rebound. It was not called, and then Allen takes it away. Allen pleading with the official.
Royal wasn't really under control when he shot that. Not with the ball. He didn't have control of the ball, I should say. One thing, if he can, and against most 5A teams that aren't going to have this type of length and athleticism that Sand Springs has, if Royal can just be patient when he gets the ball inside and finish consistently, he can really put up some numbers.
Kelly out top, defended by Matthews. Matthews tips it away. Kelly and Matthews struggling for it. Matthews called for a foul.
Yeah, Matthews was trying to go for a jump ball, but he ended up jumping on, or fell on, Kelly, and that's the foul called. So only one foul to give now for Carl Albert.
Not a bad place to be if you need to start fouling to stop the clock later on. Terrible place to be is to only have none or one foul on the board. Thompson will inbound the ball on the baseline for Sand Springs. Allen takes the pass in the corner, right back to Thompson, and Thompson dribbles it out.
Sand Springs has shown they can hold the ball for a while. They showed at the end of the first quarter when they kind of spread them out. We'll see if they start to do something like that.
Dribbling and handing off across the top of the key. Now Kelly out near half court with it. Matthews on D. Matthews a little handsy there, like he didn't care if he got called for another foul. Long pass. Sand Springs definitely trying to eat clock now. I want to say that, and Thompson drives in, Betchen for three. In and out. Austin Johnson with the rebound. Rogers goes to the hole.
I think he's going to shoot two.
Two more Toonie Buys Houses free throws and another foul on Cooper Kelly.
So we'll see if he makes the second or even if he misses. What will the defense be for Carl Albert? Do they start to press more?
Rogers finding his stroke at the free throw line now. He's hit 4 in a row. Rogers has no field goals in the second half, but he has connected now on 5 free throws in the second half.
Jackson Webster will check back in. And I wonder if it's for defensive purposes. If it's for something particular on defense that he's coming in for.
Rogers hits both of the Toonie Buys Houses free throws.
And we do see a press.
8-point game. C.J. Young still in the backcourt. Sand Springs taking their time, get to Cruz Smith in the front court now. See how much clock Sand Springs eats this time before taking the shot. Thompson has pretty good handles. Passes out. Loose ball. Cruz Smith chases it down, and that's going to be a backcourt call, a turnover on Sand Springs.
I asked the question about Jackson Webster, and clearly, some of these Sand Springs fans, they got the best fans of anyone so far, Tracy.
I'm not sure what call they were wanting there because the ball clearly would come off of the Sand Springs player.
This is a different fan, by the way, than during the Sand Springs girls game. So we have a full timeout called, but we'll keep it here because we're probably going to have a couple more. But Jackson Webster, you saw what he was doing in that press at the top, which means he's guarding the inbounder along the baseline, and he just went side to side there. And then just one of many quick defenders that forced that over and back, or the backcourt. I always want to call it over and back, which may be okay, but backcourt's the better term. As Sand Springs just had a hard time throwing the ball around as defenders were flying all over the place for Carl Albert. So we may see these offensive for defense subs with Austin Johnson being on offense and then Jackson Webster on defense. Because Austin Johnson was going to check back in. So who's the Carl Albert give the ball to try to create a good shot? They need a quick two. I mean, it's not like there's a minute left. You have time for a lot, really. A lot can happen in 3 minutes.
The player that's been the best at actually finding the open spot on the floor and taking a good-looking shot has been Jordan Hawkins. He's just not connected on many of them here in the second half.
And the second half, yeah, he was pretty good in the first half. He's still in. He still probably trusts him to make an open three more than anyone else. He got Elijah Matthews in to create. Austin Johnson obviously showed he can shoot. LeBron Royal can get the offensive rebound. Brandon Johnson can create. Let's see how this all works together. Brandon Rogers. See, there's a Brandon, there's a Johnson in the game. Brandon Rogers was getting hooked.
Cooper Kelly picks up his third team foul. Both teams with one foul to give. Rogers to Hawkins, back to Rogers, back to Hawkins for three. Boom, it's a Bobby Lewis Insurance three. Just the player we were talking about, Jordan Hawkins. He has 3 threes in the game, and it's a 5-point game.
Cooper Kelly was helping off of Hawkins. He did not need to do that because you had, I think it was Thompson or Allen, I forgot which one because they look a lot alike, was guarding Rogers in the post. You don't need to help off that.
Thompson at the elbow, kicks the ball back out to Kelly. Defended by Hawkins. Johnson goes for a steal, called for the foul. That'll be his second personal and 5th team foul now on, right? No, 4th team foul.
Yeah, it's a good gamble, and now you'll see Jackson Webster coming. I was wondering if he's going to now that there's a dead ball. And again, this is just to give you a defender who can disrupt things. He's going to guard the much bigger Blake Johnson. We'll see if that even matters.
Young takes the inbound pass. Hawkins on Kelly. Rogers working against Thompson. Blake Johnson picks up his dribble, and Jackson Webster all over him.
He made an attempt at a jump ball. It's a good play. Now they're trapping a little bit.
Minute 45 to play in the ball game. LeBron Royal gets a hand on the ball, knocks it out, but he goes out of bounds. Great defensive play.
Great defensive play. Just went the wrong direction for Carl Albert there. Sand Springs trying to stall. It's so risky to do that, Tracy. I think what they really want to do is get Carl Albert so overextended they can find an open player to get an easy layup, which they still could.
Deke Thompson takes the inbound pass to the backcourt, and he crosses the timeline. Brandon Rogers in front of him. C.J. Young defended by Matthews.
I think Coach Price wanted to foul there. I'm not sure. He doesn't want to foul Thompson, I don't think.
Loose ball. Young picks it up. Khalil Allen going to the hole. LeBron Royal takes it away from him again. Wow. A jump ball's called.
Such an unbelievable jump ball forced by LeBron Royal. He's done that a few times. Unfortunately, again, for Carl Albert, they just can't get the ball because Sand Springs has possession. I think Sand Springs Coach Savage, great name to have when you're in athletics. is going to call a full timeout, so we'll take a break here. You're watching the Titan Classic on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
College is more than just going to class. College is a journey. It's meeting new people and making new friendships that will last a lifetime. It's learning from professors who care about you and your success. And finding out it can be really fun and rewarding. It's discovering that thing you want to do for the rest of your life. Cameron University is all about helping you grow and succeed. Because your success is our success.
Oklahoma Sports Network, Tracy Mussett, Jordan Ray. The Titan Classic brought to you by J.R. Rowlett Realty. Thinking of buying or selling your home? Give J.R. Rowlett a call at 405-445-8971. We're a minute 14 left to play in this one in the fourth period, brought to you by CK12 Designs. It's the Sand Springs Sandites leading the Carl Albert Titans 48-43. Sand Springs with the ball out of the timeout. Deke Thompson takes the inbound pass. Brandon Rogers on D.
So they wanted to foul number one. They want to foul C.J. Young, and I thought they did. I'm trying to watch what Coach Price is doing. Instead, they're going to foul Thompson. I don't know if that's who they wanted.
Yeah, it looks like Rogers is talking to Thomas, saying, why didn't you foul him? And Thomas is going, I was trying.
If he was trying, he wasn't trying very hard.
He was not. He was just getting a little bit handsy and not enough to get the foul called.
Yeah, I think we're piecing together that Carl Albert is willing to foul C.J. Young.
Now, Deke Thompson shooting the Toonie Buys Houses free throws, connects on the first.
As you can see, they don't want to foul Deke Thompson. I think
Thompson is 1 for 3 in the second half at the free throw line.
We'll take Thomas out as well.
But now he's 2 for 4. Tink Smith checks back in for Sand Springs. We're under a minute to go now, and the lead is 7 for Sand Springs, 50-43. Matthews crosses the timeline. Goes left. Looking for Hawkins at the elbow. Is not there. Rogers had pretty good position, but Thompson has such leaping ability. Trying to throw over the top might be dangerous.
They need to hurry, though.
Hawkins driving in, barely hanging onto the ball. A jump ball will be called, and it's Sand Springs possession.
That doesn't make sense. It should be Carl Albert's possession. Sand Springs had the last jump ball, I'm pretty sure.
They just flipped the arrow just now.
But, yeah, it was in Sand Springs' direction, so.
I think the clock operator's getting a little tired. He's been here all day as well.
That's true. That's why it's good to have multiple people working these things, as you know.
Jordan Hawkins will inbound for the Titans.
See, Hawkins was trying to create a shot there. He needs to spot up from three. He's their best three-point shooter. Someone else needs to create for him or someone else.
Austin Johnson for 3. That one's short. Royal with the rebound. He's fouled. Will they give him a continuation? No.
No, because he was fouled, and then on the foul, the shot was blocked. And he got it back.
Foul goes on Cooper Kelly. That's his 4th personal foul. LeBron Royal with the offensive board there, and now the Toonie Buys Houses free throws, and he has struggled at the line.
That's the next thing for him. And by the way, he might have been able to finish that. I don't know, probably not, but if he, something I talk about throughout this classic, finish with your left hand when you're on the left side. Just a couple things he can do there. He could really be of a player, but his free throws have got to be part of it.
Oh, man.
They're going to call it intentional.
Yep. That is not what you want. That results in free throws and possession of the ball.
Yeah, and the thing is, Kelly, who you don't want to foul either. Imagine if he can shoot threes. You would think he's a good free throw shooter. You know, but LeBron can throw him around so easy. It's just so easy for him. You got to be over your own strength there. Kelly looks like he weighs about $150 at most.
Cooper Kelly connects both of the Toonie Buys Houses free throws, and the lead's back to 9 with 29 seconds. So at 7, it felt very doable for Carl Albert. At 9, it feels a lot less possible to make this comeback.
9 and Sand Springs has the ball, so yeah, we're about that point where the dagger has been inserted.
Kelly to inbound, gives it to Young.
We got to foul him.
Hawkins gets the foul on Young. 3 seconds come off the clock. C.J. Young will go to the line to shoot the Toonie Buys Houses free throws.
And foul him just to execute here. They were supposed to do that earlier, and that cost them maybe a couple points. We'll see how C.J. does from the foul line.
Jordan Hawkins picks up his first personal foul.
Yeah, see, maybe it wouldn't have worked out after all.
Young hits the first of the 2 free throws. Extends the lead back to 10. Still a 4-possession game, make it or miss it. Royal gets the rebound. Ten boards for Royal in the ball game now. Rogers from the elbow, shot no good. Thompson with the rebound. Thompson fouled.
Well, Rogers, he needs to shoot a pull-up 3 or get all the way into the paint. You don't really want elbow jumpers in that situation. You don't want long 2s. Occasionally during the game, it's a good change of pace, but at the end of the game, you want something really good. That's either creating something in the paint, maybe kicking it out, or pulling up for 3 in a way you're comfortable with. But this game is academic. Sand Springs will win. And I think the only 2-0 boys team is Norman.
20 points for Deke Thompson in the ball game now. Matthews for 3, no good. Rogers kicks it out. Jordan Hawkins shot no good. Thompson pulls down the final rebound. And that's a ball game. 55-43 is the final. The Sand Springs Sandites defeat the Carl Albert Titans. And Jordan, our Triple Elite screen printing player of the game, a Triple Elite screen printing, find world-class designs and hot new styles, our Triple Elite screen printing player of the game.
Let's go with Zeke Thompson.
Yeah, Deke Thompson had a phenomenal game, 20 points.
Deke Thompson, you're right, my mistake.
Yeah. 20 points, 10 rebounds, had the double-double tonight. Was a firepower for him early on, was rebound after rebound, and then did his job at the free throw line late in the game, connecting on his final 4 free throws.
And let's show tomorrow's schedule. So I want to thank everyone who contributed today again. Bernie running camera, Dedrick producing. James was our camera guy earlier in the day. Josh, of course, calling his 2 games. Tomorrow, Sean will rejoin us for a couple games. So another exciting slate. Again, the Del City boys playing twice, and that they're playing Edmond North at the end. I got to find a good spot to take a day off. A game off. So we'll see when that is, a game off. But I'm looking forward to tomorrow's action. It's really not about, I don't think that many coaches care about winning it, because it's just not a tournament. It's just, it doesn't mean the same thing as when it's round robin, especially if you have to go to a tiebreaker. So it'll be interesting to see how that works, especially if Carl Albert girls and Edmond Memorial girls both win tomorrow, because they're not playing each other and they both would go 3-0. And then we'll have to add up their points for the tiebreaker and stuff like that, which we'll do that before the games start. But it's just about quality competition. And for Carl Albert boys team, they got quality competition here. And, of course, when you're 5A, you enjoy when you can get that from a 6A team, because you're not going to have to worry about them in the playoffs.
And, that the competition here, you're talking about not as concerned about the winning the tournament thing because of the layout with the round robin. But there have been some phenomenal basketball games this first 2 days, and there's going to be some more good games tomorrow. So I hope folks will stay with us and bring up the stream tomorrow, watch our games, and enjoy some high school basketball here on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Yeah, and one more thing. Oh, never mind. We're done. No, one more thing. I'm sorry. We're teasing our producer there. One other reason that coaches aren't worried about winning this, not just because it's not a tournament or a traditional tournament, but also because, again, it's 5A and 6A. It's all about district standings. It's all about getting you better for those district games. Like for Carl Albert, their game at El Reno Tuesday, or Del City, their game at Lawton Tuesday. Those are massive games. Those are the games that are going to determine who hosts and what seed. Anyway, thank you very much, Tracy, again. And you've been watching the 2025 Titan Classic on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Thanks for watching this presentation of the Oklahoma Sports Network.